And I'm Akira.
And you're watching
Dante's Boxing Nation.
That was good.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? Since no one is reporting these type of things, you really need to pay attention to what's going on in the sport of boxing right now. We've seen ESPN put a graphic up, had Lomachenko as undefeated. They didn't just put this graphic up once, they put this up on 2 different occasions. And now Showtime removes the biggest fight that Canelo was ever involved in, which is the Mayweather versus Canelo Alvarez fight. They removed it from their YouTube channel. They also removed the All Access series as well. So the question is, why would Showtime do something like this? And who would that benefit for them to take that fight down? The only person that would really benefit is Canelo Alvarez personally. But you can't change history. Canelo, he already got dominated by Floyd Mayweather, and nothing is going to change. I mean, seriously, guys, can you think of one good reason why they would remove the Mayweather versus Canelo Alvarez fight from their YouTube channel? There's no way you can explain that. You see, old media, they want Canelo to be something that he's not. They want him to be this undefeated, dominant champion, pound for pound. They want him to be, once again, the non-black version of Floyd Mayweather. They want it to look as if Canelo Alvarez is undefeated, like Floyd Mayweather is still today. But Canelo Alvarez can't be a Floyd Mayweather if he doesn't get in the ring with the same level of opposition that Floyd Mayweather was in the ring with. You know what all of the greatest fighters of all time have in common? They all won the most important fight of their career. Even when some of them lost, they ran it right back and won the rematch, or they won the best of 3. Like Ali Frazier and Leonard versus Duran. Canelo Alvarez's biggest claim to fame is losing to Floyd Mayweather. And once again, he never ran that right back. He couldn't run it back because the fight wasn't even competitive. But he also never even asked for a rematch on top of all of that. Canelo, he waited for Floyd Mayweather to be retired and long gone to now, once again, repeat the Canelo fans' talking points of, man, if it was now, if we fought now, it would be a complete different fight. This is what I mean when I tell you guys Canelo Alvarez is pound for pound the best fantasy fighter in the world. If you listen to the Canelo fans, they'll tell you that Canelo Alvarez, oh, he beats all of these guys that Canelo won't fight, but he'll beat them all easy. Charlo, Andre, Benavidez, and everybody at 175. Man, if he beat all those guys, there would be no doubt that Canelo would be pound for pound the best fighter in the world, right? But that's the reason why he's the fantasy pound for pound. Because in fantasy matches, Canelo Alvarez, he's unbeatable, he's undefeated, he's the most dominant fighter in boxing. But the reality is, ever since Canelo Alvarez lost to Floyd Mayweather, he hasn't fought any undefeated black slick fighters like a Charlo or Demetrius Andrade. And now he won't even fight undefeated Mexican fighters like David Benavidez. The truth is, if Canelo Alvarez really felt that he was a much better fighter from the time that he lost to Floyd Mayweather, he would be aggressively going after fighters like Andrade, like Charlo. But instead, he's aggressively going after fighters like McAboo, Billy Joe Saunders, Plant, Smith, Rocky Fielding, Yildirim. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much old media is trying to protect or help Canelo Alvarez. The one thing they cannot do is make Canelo Alvarez a better fighter. But they understand that. You see, they understand a lot of these boxers that they are trying to protect, like Oscar Valdez, like a Teofimo, a George Kambosos, a Canelo Alvarez. They know that these fighters most likely won't beat the fighters on the coincidental list. Like Shakur Stevenson, a Devin Haney, a Charlo, an Andrade. So what they do, once again, is they go ahead and they call Canelo Alvarez pound for pound the best fighter in the world when he's not fighting anyone. The fact that he was able to avoid fighting the guys that would have beat him, or at least some of the guys that would have beat him, that's enough for them to call him pound for pound the best fighter in the world. This is why they call Kambosos undisputed right now. They're telling him, you don't have to risk losing to Devin Haney. As long as you stay away from him, we could call you the best in the division. But if you mess around and get in a ring with him, you're going to lose to him. And we can no longer call you the best in the division. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one. All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, then this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called LO Key Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to lodkey.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram.
My name is Chris, and I'm all the way here from Anchorage, Alaska at Scalp Carolinas, and I'm here for my second treatment of SMP. Well, I was sitting at home one day and going over my Facebook page, and they have different, like advertisements popping up, and I saw one for SMP, and I saw some pictures of some guys, before and after, and I was looking at that, and it caught my attention, so I Googled it. SMP, nothing showed up in my area. So, I did a little more research, and all of a sudden, Scalp Carolinas popped up in the web browser. So I started watching his videos and seeing all the reaction from all the other people. We talked on the phone, we made appointments and everything. I sent him pictures, and he looked at them, and I was like, can you fix this? And, he pretty much said, no problem. My first session, he made me feel extremely comfortable. It was almost like I was talking to family. He started, and during the whole treatment, we talked and, about our families and our life, and, and things that he does and things that I do. And before I know it, the first session was over. When you see someone doing something that they love, as much as I see Enoch Glover love what he does, it shows in his work. I wouldn't point anyone in any other direction but here to North Carolina, Scalp Carolinas, to get this done.